Because Jay Z and Puff was given an assignment, and that was to destroy East Coast rap. When they had guys down south that these labels was paying $250,000, $300,000 on record deals, and these guys was bringing back platinum albums and everything like that. So what they had to do was they had to keep New York rappers down. Jay and Diddy was doing that.
Jay Z and Diddy had a secret plot to destroy New York hip hop? Now hold on, because Gene Deal just dropped a bombshell that got the whole industry talking. This ain't no speculation. This ain't no barbershop talk. This is straight from somebody who was there. If what Gene Deal is saying is true, then Jay Z and Diddy played a major role in holding back the very culture that put them on. And it's crazy because we're talking about two of the biggest figures in hip hop history. Let's get into it.
Because Jay Z and Puff was given an assignment, and that was to destroy East Coast rap. New York rappers was getting 80 to 100, 800 to 1.2 million, or some larger than that, and sign with labels back then. They was getting a lot of money to make albums and records. When they had guys down south that these labels was paying $250,000, $300,000 on record deals, and these guys was bringing back platinum albums and everything like that. So what they had to do was they had to keep New York rappers down. That's one reason, other than the Irv Gotti shit that 50 was going through and the poison they was putting in about 50, he had to go elsewhere to California with Dre and Eminem to get a deal. They did not want East Coast rappers to get big. They were suppressing all new artists that was coming out of New York. Jay and Diddy was doing that.
This is insane. If what Gene is saying is even halfway true, then we got to reevaluate everything about the last 2 decades of hip hop. Jay Z and Diddy weren't just climbing to the top. They were allegedly pulling the ladder down behind them. And when you really think about it, how many East Coast artists actually got the chance to blow up on their level? It's like they secured their spots and made sure nobody else could touch them. But let's really break this down. If the industry was paying less for Southern artists but making more money, then of course they would want to shift the power. And if Jay Z and Diddy were in on that plan, then that means they weren't just protecting their own success. They were actively blocking others from making it. And that's not just business. That's straight up sabotage.